any of these videos are highlights of
Hello, hello.
best moments for
Good morning, my friends.
the pinned comment.
I feel like I should turn this a little more.
To the real world.
I guess that'll be okay.
So they're trying to
Happy One Color Wednesday.
I'm absolutely hooked. I'm addicted to this. The real.
I am freezing in my house. It's like 60 degrees in here.
He's only 13, but he's already making 10K a month.
I've already put my peel base on while I'm waiting for it to dry. I have some Cosmic Nails dips we're going to swatch, and we're going to be doing a Cosmic Nails BBB that is releasing this Friday at 7 p.m. But in the meantime, I have 5 dips I bought that I haven't swatched, plus the BBB dip.
When he was making money on only.
So the first one we're going to do is Blackjack, which is just a black solid, but unbelievably after a year and a half of PM with Christy, I did not have this black. And we may use this in today's Manny. We'll see.
At $50 a month. How much is that? That's over $1 million a month. But how is he making his money? He's not making his money in any other legitimate way other than just conning the shit out of these people and selling them.
I got Bruce Rivers, the criminal lawyer, on. He's talking about Andrew Tate. I already saw this, though, so I'm going back. Trying to see where anything new is. Evil Father. Let's see what this is. Let's brush this off. It's good coverage for one dip. Hey Tara, good morning. Happy One Color Wednesday. You're the first one here. I'm just swatching some Cosmic Nails dips. I have 6 dips to swatch, and then we're gonna do the Cosmic BBB that's dropping on Friday. So we're gonna use, it's a dip and wrap combo. It comes with some poly clay pieces that are really cute. I might use this solid black with the dip. We'll see. All right, I don't know what I put on, but hold on a second here. It's one of those travel videos. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. Okay. I got my peel base on. I gotta be careful. I just bumped it. Ooh, we got Bespeckled, the red one, which is super cool. If you remember, she came out with a black one called Bespeckled at Easter time that you can make any dip look speckled. Well, this is red to make it have like red, kind of like blood spots, you know? So I had to have this one. So these look like red foils. I hear sirens. Jeez. That's what I get for living on a main road. It's not that much in here. I mean, this is 2 layers. Of course, because it's in clear, you can put more if you wanted to. Okay. Next. So the next 3 are Halloween dips. Nevermore. Let's swatch this one. This is a glitter. I think it's black. Oh no, it's, oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Shifty glitter. I thought it was like a black shifty glitter. Oh, sirens. Oh, Patty, hold on. I only have top chat on. I thought I had it on live chat. There we go. Hi, Patty. I see you now. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Mallory. I did, and I only had it on. It automatically just stays at top messages unless I manually switch it, and a lot of times I forget. But Patty's the only one who doesn't show up. Weird, right? Good morning, ladies. Happy Manny Wednesday. I'm swatching some Cosmic Nails dips. Wow, this one's really pretty. This one's called Nevermore. I see pink, purple, teal, green in there. Gorgeous. I thought this was one of the Halloween dips, but maybe it's not. Okay. Let's see if I can pick up a whole bunch of chunky glitters on this second dip. So we're going to do the BBB that's dropping Friday. I mentioned, if anybody didn't hear me, it's a dip and wrap combo. And it comes with some, how's the hair on this? Comes with some poly clay pieces. I call them Fimo because I used to sell Fimo things at like this hippie cart at the mall I used to work at. So I don't know. I think it's like the same thing though. How pretty that is. Super gorgeous. That one's called Nevermore. We have two more left. One's called Gone Batty. It's pink, but I think it has bats in it. And the other one is Spooktacular, which is a chip glitter, but all Halloween colors. So super cool. I cracked this window because I thought it was kind of warm out there, but the wind coming in is making me colder. But like, it's seriously only like 60 degrees in the house, and it's way too early for me to turn on the heat. We still have the air conditioners, and I have a couple glitters on my nail. I'm just trying to get them off. Okay. All right. Let's do Gone Batty. Right here. Okay, let's pour over and see what's in this. Oh, there's some white glitters in it too. And yes, bats. And then some white and pink chunky glitters. There's definitely some small pink glitters. That's like all it picked up was pink acrylic, and then the small pink glitters mostly. Look at this. This base is already gonna have to tip it. Oops. White or are those silver? I don't know. Sometimes it looks silver, like that white one on the corner. Other times it looks white. That's a cute dip. I wonder if it glows. I have so many Halloween dips I want to use this year. Oh, okay. So I am right when I say it's Fimo. All right, Spooktacular. This is probably one of my favorites out of all of them. Look how cute. Ooh, this does glow. Looks like it glows white. It's either white or a pale pink that it glows. And then I'm also going to swatch the BBB dip because I haven't done that yet either. So Spooktacular's got green, black, purple, and orange chip glitters. I'm sure if you guys, work with Cosmic, then you know about her chip glitters, and I've probably used at least one before. She has several different chip glitters. My favorite is probably what the heck? All right, I'll try and think of it. Oh, Cowabunga. That bright one with the pink and the yellow and the green. Cowabunga. I love that dip. But this one is super fun for Halloween. I'm going to open up a new bottle of base because I don't like having a hard time getting it out. And I think I'm going to shut this window. I don't think opening it was a good idea. Okay. Let that sit for a sec. Let me shut the window. Hi, baby. My kitty's sitting outside. Was there another reason I wanted to get up too? I love that Keurig. This is already my third cup of coffee today. Okay, Mallory. We'll have to watch it later, Patty. Okay, let's put this away. Stupid, wicked long ads. My fingers are tingly. My fingertips are tingly. It's hard to tell. I don't know if it's anxiety or just because I'm cold. All right, let's do the BBB dip of the week. It's called Pretty Poison, you guys. I think I'm just going to lay flat for both dips because this has a lot of stuff going on in here. There's some skull and crossbones. There's chunky pink glitters, chunky white glitters, pink acrylic. So I want to try and get everything on the swatch. Yeah, we're not watching this either. Is there anything good on? Ooh, the Ronald Anthony Burgos case. Wicked Psychology, that's the channel, they covered it. He was the one whose trial we watched recently. He killed his baby and his baby's mama because he was married and didn't want it coming out and didn't want to have to pay child support. But he got caught because he was so stupid, he called it in himself. He was a Border Patrol agent.
This is criminal profiler Pat Brown. And
all right.
I'm going to do a very
sorry, I didn't mean to blow the vape right at the camera.
Case.
I gotta put a new coil in it.
To do this by quite a few people. And interestingly enough, I think
they're definitely lasting longer though, Tara. Ever since you told me to turn it down.
That they believe committed the crime. And I kind of don't work that way, but I get where they're coming from. So I'm going to talk a little bit about this case and why I think this case hasn't been solved. And it's interesting. I actually, when I looked at this case, I actually came up with
there is a lot happening on this dip. I love the iridescent glitters though, and it's got a bunch of those.
And then I'm like, okay, I to actually do due diligence, and I should investigate further and make sure I'm looking at this correctly. So I looked at quite a
So this is
few,
what it looks like with
videos
2
and quite a few
dips,
websites that
and
document
it is
these
called
things that we
Pretty
do.
Poison.
I've been all over the place
I'm just gonna
to
leave it in the
see
cupcake
whether
liner for
I can
now
find
because,
other
oh, and this is the
information
wrap.
sharp
Look, it's like
off of
dripping
what
ghost
I was
faces
thinking.
or something.
And I
Dripping
can't say that that
faces.
happened.
And
So
then this is the
now,
bag of the
if you
Fimo
do
clay
exactly
pieces,
what
and
I
there's
think
all
what's happened in
different
all
ones.
these
Plus
things as a
there's some
result. So
gems
let's get to
and
it.
all kinds of cool stuff
Let's
in
begin
here
with
we
the
can
details. I
use.
forgot to mention very quickly.
Don't know how much of it we're going to use, but I definitely want to do some black nails so we can play with these. So now my peel base is on, it's dry, so let's figure out our menu. We're going to use blackjack, the black solid, and then this.
That's that. Now I'm going to get to the case.
So let's do the glitter on the thumb and
It's not one
index.
of these cases that I have that I need to spend 2 hours on. This is my personal opinion. Not that it isn't a horrific case, but I think it's very, very focused on what you see.
And I was going to say wrap on the middle,
Walking through the church,
black on the middle, on the ring and pinky
So I'm going to give you the quick
with,
rundown on this. This happened in Midlothian, Texas, nearly 5 years ago, and I believe I'll read it. It's 2016, so yeah, 5 years ago. Nearly 5 years after the still unsolved murder of a
or do I just do one glitter now?
She was a fitness instructor. She did fitness classes, fabulous shape, having a great life. Police are still looking for new leads, which is, keep in mind, new leads. So this is very important.
All right, we'll do glitter, glitter, black, wrap, black. Let me write that down.
Those probably aren't new leads. I'll be discussing that. Missy Beavers was killed in the early morning hours of April 18, 2016 at a church in Midlothian.
Middle wrap.
She was setting
I
up
think
the
I'm just going to do the wrap over
and
my peel base. I don't think I'm going to do it over dip. Christy usually just does hers over natural nails, so let's try it. Then I won't even have to dip those nails.
As she pointed out,
Well, that one nail.
Facebook page or wherever she put this up. If it's raining,
Oh,
it's
no,
still
wait.
training.
Glitter,
So she's not
glitter,
sure. We're gonna still have
black,
class, but it will be inside.
wrap,
It's a 5 a.m. class.
black.
Class I wouldn't go to.
That's
I don't
right.
get up that early.
I wrote it wrong.
Bully for her. I mean, and the people who went to the class, they wanted to be healthy.
All right, we'll see how it goes.
Classes very early in the morning.
So black's going to go on my pinky and middle finger. We'll start with that.
Captured video of one person dressed
Blackjack.
like police here wandering the halls of the church. This is what you see behind me.
All right, how'd it go, Mallory?
The suspected killer, and he's never been identified, or as many people say, she has never been identified, because there is an argument over whether this is a male or a female because of the way that particular the suspect is walking. So that's very important. So anyway, what happened is, this is the guy.
Blackjack.
And she arrived. Let me see if I can get the time here. She arrived at 4:18 in the morning, planning to set up her exercise stuff and get the whole thing ready. But this guy was already there in the church, and he was already there.
All right, I thought this case was about.
And wandering about almost a half an hour before she even showed up. And then her class was at 5, and there was a guy who showed up early because
All right, middle nail.
and he couldn't get in because it's a special procedure, pressing some buttons.
Have any of you guys done a wrap
And then the rest
over just a regular
when they
nail
got there, they found that she had been murdered.
without any dip
Okay,
underneath?
so who is this guy, and why would Missy Beavers be brutally murdered that morning? As far as how she was murdered, it's a little hazy here. She had supposedly puncture wounds in chest and head. Although
So this is my first time using blackjack. So I'll give you my honest opinions about what I think about as far as
Okay,
staining and
that
coverage.
to me is not as important as the behavior of this guy or female that we see behind me. So now I'm going to get into there's 4 different
Well,
basic
you can
theories
see,
of
I
this
mean, the
case.
coverage is good.
And I'm going to sort of
Still want a second layer, but it's full coverage. And there's no staining from that layer anyway.
So anyway, this is this guy wandering around. And before I continue, if you have never seen this guy work,
Every time I put a glow under my wrap, you can't even really see it. Like the wrap just takes a, like it hides the glow.
I also want to give credit to.
Okay, yeah, I figured it'd be the replay would be up.
Kind of fixed it a little bit.
Applies better with a base.
Covil, Covil. He has a YouTube channel called Gumshoe.
Like, oh, like gel base, you mean? Yeah, I was gonna put some gel base
I
down.
will link it below because I like of all the people. And all
Oh,
the websites
I didn't even think about thickness,
I
Michelle.
think he is the most rational. And so I'm going to give a thumbs up to Tim.
But I mean, I'm only gonna wear it for a day, you know, I'm not gonna wear it. I don't know.
He's a journalist.
Although
And
imperfections will bother me, even if I'm only wearing it for a day.
But I'm going to say most logical person on this case. So I appreciate that. And
But
also,
I'm not sure if the
I'm
thickness
producing
would
this,
bother me.
video, so I do want to give credit to that. All right, so here is the video of the guy walking.
How's everybody doing today?
This is before Missy arrives. This is like 30 minutes before. He's just walking through.
Patty, you
Very
at your
important to see
thing?
How the suspect, he or she, is walking through. Pay attention.
So I want these to be black so we can put some of those Fimo pieces on. And the last time I used them, I filed them down with my e-file. Well, I only used one. I filed it down with my e-file and it looked good. You know what I mean? It didn't look like the first time I used these pieces where last time all I did was encapsulate it in clear and it looked like I just plopped it on there. Brush these. Oh, this is a good black. Very good. I'm happy with that. Not that I expected less. Maybe I'll put like one layer of white or something underneath. I don't know. Let's do the glitter since it's out. It's going on the index and thumb, you guys. Okay, there's a hair. I think, yeah. I love how Instagram gives us the option of music every day. Now, remember you can only do it with Reels before? Picked up a good amount of glitters.
Okay, so there we have it.
All
You see
right,
him
let's
walking
brush these
about.
off.
So
We'll do a second
they're
layer.
about, or I keep saying hey, so I should say they.
Because this dip has so many different glitters, I'm not planning to put any clay pieces in it, you know.
I want to show you just a quick shot of the inside of the church. Let me show you the outside for a minute. Okay, this is Creekside Church. This is where she was. This wasn't her church. This is where she did her exercise classes.
Okay, there we
Now,
go.
you see right over here? That's going to get my hand over there. Yeah, move over there. Yeah, there. That's the front of the church. That would be the main entrance where she went through. Now, I'll show you two
Cute,
different pictures
cute.
just so you can sort of get a vague idea. So anyway, right here is the main entrance.
Just picked up one of the
Here,
little
on the other
skull
hand,
and
came in
crossbones.
through This, I hope I'm not wrong, so somebody will correct me if I am. But he came through, broke through a window,
It's
opened up a
garbage
door,
day
went into this area.
today. I
So
hear
he
them out
wasn't
there.
in the main entrance. He was over here, and then he went, and this was a kitchen area.
Okay, that's
And
good.
she eventually her body was found over here, by the way, just so you know where that is. Now I'm gonna throw the other picture up here. The reason I want to show you this is because if he came over here, and then when seeing stuff happened, is that he went up here, and then he came back down, and then he went around, and then he came back around. And it seems to me what he was doing was looking in all the rooms, pulling all the doors. He went and sort of did all the outside doors, and he went up here, and
There
then
we go.
some window over up here, and then in one of the rooms. I think it was a storage room, and then he went back around here. Okay, that's basically what he did.
This story's boring too. I thought this was going to be about the
As to behavior of
Border
criminals
Patrol
and
agent,
their-
but she's
their
talking about a
motives and
different
their mentality.
case.
So let's go back to what is he doing? All right. Now, let me tell you the four basic theories, and I will then go through each one of them very quickly. First one is that
Oops, I just pulled off a bunch of stuff.
she was married for many years, had 3 children. Supposedly there were some marital issues.
All
And
right.
so one theory is that
Let's put
husband
this
and wife were
away.
gone, and it turned out he was.
Kendra, hi.
So now people focus on.
You're freezing, so am I, Tara. It's so cold here today. It was like in the 40s when I got up. And in the house, it's just 60 degrees, so that's why I got my Mr. Rogers sweater on. Hey, Kendra. I'm doing the BBB. BBB's release on Fridays now, so I'm doing this week's BBB.
I'm more inclined to think that the reason they couldn't walk properly is that they have-
That's what we got so far. My phone made me turn the camera again this way. I don't understand why.
Moving properly. This is actually a kind of a common thing. with
All right.
Motorcycle accidents that you have damage. to
So-
you get something ends up getting having to be fused.
I'm just going to put some gel base down and try and put this wrap on it.
I don't know that, but I'm just saying that could be one of the reasons the book is funny. So
Although maybe I should wait and do that later.
People who might have a motorcycle, maybe even arrive at this location on a motorcycle. So but
Yeah,
the
we'll
first
do it
theory is
after.
That
So clear encapsulate with
the husband
ultra
wanted to see
clear.
her, so either his daddy knocked her off or he hired a hitman.
73. Oh, boo hoo. Yeah, it's like in the 50s here too, Tara.
Hitmen do a thing called assassination.
Low
They
50s, yeah.
know what they're doing. The point for them is to get it done and get it done quickly. That's the point. Now, Missy arrives at, let's say somebody told the hitman, oh, she's going to be arriving at such and such a time approximately.
So do you guys think Alec Murdoch's going to get a new trial? We haven't talked about it. I think if what the clerk did is true, then he needs to get a new trial. As much as I hate for that to happen,
Because the first thing you want to know is that she's alone.
you know, his rights, if that's true, then his rights were violated,
This is your time.
and he deserves a new trial for that.
Get out of the car, she's got to shut the door. Maybe she has equipment to bring or whatever. First, I think believes she first came and opened the church door. But she gets out of the vehicle.
He pled to all those financial crimes. He made an agreement and pled guilty, I guess, but I don't think he's been sentenced for him.
She's dead on the ground. The door is open to the car. Her purse is gone. Somebody will think it's a robbery. That's a hitman.
44. Oh, Michelle's got us beat with 44-degree weather. Brr. You're going to be skiing again or snowboarding again before you know it, girl. Can you snowboard year round there or no?
There's the front entrance. He can lurk around. It's dark. It's rainy. And he sees her going there with a key. She's going to take time to open the door. Another time.
This is difficult. Come on, base.
Again, make it look like she was robbed.
It's not even
That's
like
what
the
it is.
bottle's that
Okay,
empty.
let's
It's maybe
assume,
half
however,
empty.
The idea is that the hitman is going to be inside.
But because this glitter has so much going on, it's really an uneven layer, so it's hard to get base
Some
everywhere.
of the people who think that the father-in-law, because he also kind of walked like a duck, let's face it, he does have a weird gait, that he was the one who killed Missy, even though he was actually in California at the time. She was murdered in Texas, so it doesn't really work. But okay, let's say he hadn't been in
All right.
California, and we don't know he was there.
Clean
Now
up
you've got
around the
the
cuticle
hitman, or
area.
you've got
Whole bunch of clear dip
father-in-law who
usually will come up,
Okay.
come out.
in the building. All right, now. This
All
guy
right,
is
let's
wandering
wipe
around
these
for a few
off.
minutes. If you want to kill somebody, you want to be watching.
This
if you're
BBB
inside,
is
you
so
wanna be
cute though, with
watching out
everything
the
it comes
front
with.
door, because you want to look out the door and say, is-
Okay.
when is she coming?
So Kendra,
I see
this
a car pulling.
glitter,
Is it Missy?
this wrap, look how
Missy
cute.
or is somebody else?
And then
We have two
these
people there. We have three
Fimo clay
Oh, it's Missy
pieces.
in one car, and my God, there's another car there too. Now we got two cars.
Oh crap.
You don't want to make a mistake.
I just encapsulated and I didn't put the
You
Fimo
wanna make sure that
clay
you got
pieces
one
on.
lady who's gonna
I'm gonna
come
have
through
to, I have to
the
do
front
it.
door.
And then just, I'm gonna have to clear.
What you gonna be doing? You're gonna be peeping out the window, waiting.
Well, I guess I don't even have to clear encapsulate it. It won't even matter. So I'll just pop them on. Hold on. Some of these are beads or, yeah, beads, like full circle beads. No flat sides. What's that say?
That's when you do it. Because you're the job.
I don't know. It looks like a Ouija board.
You don't want to be caught way back in this building somewhere. And you don't
There's
know
also
if
some
the door
gems
with a
which we
bunch of
could
other
use on
people.
the pink
Now, the
nails.
other thing is, this dude is, or a woman, is opening up doors. Moving stuff around. If Missy comes
I
through the
get some
front-
tweezers. I want to see what's on the other side of these hearts. Is there anything?
What she may do,
Okay, nope,
there's
they're
that cell phone
plain.
on her. What I would do
I
is
like
go
the
and
little
watch the
RIP.
I would A, back out of there and go to my car as quickly as possible, and B, I'd be calling 911 to say something looks like somebody's broken into the church.
Things thick,
That's what I would be doing.
but it's okay. We can file it down.
For a killer to be wandering around for 30 minutes far away.
If I put like RIP here and then
He doesn't even know if she's arriving with somebody because he's wandering around the church somewhere.
maybe a pink heart over here, or here's a,
Nobody from her family did this. So
That-
that just, we'll throw that out.
that's a glitter
The
piece.
next one, which is a very popular theory, is that this is actually a
Ooh, there's some really cute pink bats. Oh, all right. All right. Let's do this RIP. I'm going to put it on with dip base.
Okay. So some people think this is a female. That she disguised herself like this so that nobody could recognize her.
I might even
You
put some
actually can
bats
do
on
that
this
with
now too. Let's
jeans
say.
and a hoodie and a ski mask. But okay, you want to get fancy. All right, so you do all this. And you have some jealousy thing about Missy, or you think she's messing with your man, or whatever you might think the reason is. This is one hell of a project.
No, that's gotta go
Because
up.
you might be jealous or think somebody's messing with your dude. This is one hell of a project. You got to buy all these items or borrow all these items. By the way,
Stay.
this is not official police tactical wear. You can go to Amazon or eBay, or you can go to like a bail enforcement seminar, like I did once, because I was investigating bail enforcement guy, and I bought some really cool shit. Just look just like this. And the reason these guys buy this stuff is because they want to be cool. They want women to be awed by it. They want to walk around going, "Oh, I'm bail enforcement," or whatever. "I'm police," or "I'm FBI," because it impresses people. And some guys who are psychopathic like to impress people with their connections to the police.
Okay.
Okay. So
I think that's
the
cute.
theory is that this might be a woman.
Let's see about the
and
pinky.
she wants to do a Missy.
I don't know what to do with these like other
And so
plastic
she's wandering
pieces.
around this building, killing time. Well, this person who's
Maybe I'll
constantly
use some
wandering around for 30
gems.
minutes is checking every door. and trying to pry one of the doors open. This would be very unusual behavior for a female who's just in a rage. She's in a rage. She wants to kill that Missy. Oh, but I think I'm just going to wander around the building. Oh, I'm not even going to be. You know, when you're going to murder somebody, it's pretty intense.
Okay, let's see.
Blasé wandering around, checking stuff out that has no meaning to you. Oh, some people say, well, she wanted to look like she was police, or that this was a robbery, so opening doors and break something makes it look like a burglary, not a robbery. By the way, in case you don't know the difference, burglary is when you go into a building, and robbery is when you attack a person and rob them. Building person. Anyway,
Okay.
so this is a burglary gone wrong. So she's faking this burglary gone wrong to attack Missy. And yet again, she's nowhere near the entrance. So she doesn't know if Missy's coming.
I think I'm just going to try tweezers.
Or going to call on the phone. Some people think
This might not work though either.
It's just like, I'm police. And Missy will go, cool, you're checking out the place.
No.
It's kind of an unrealistic.
Oh, I'm putting these gems on, you guys, and I didn't even
This is not the way
file this
This is not the
nail.
way things are done. I don't buy it for a minute.
I'm not going to be able to buff it.
Do not represent a
I'll be able to shape it, but I'm not going to be able to buff it.
a hatred crime.
Oopsie.
A psychopathic female is going to kill off some rival of some sort,
Come on.
and she's going to wander around for 30 minutes doing all this play stuff and not even be near the door to see Missy arrive. Not even know if Missy is
All right.
out there or who's with her. I mean, it makes no sense. Okay, I'm sorry. Not that. Not that. So then we come down to, what is this?
Okay, I'm going to leave that like that. I think it looks cute.
When I look at the behavior of this particular person wandering about, they're very, very tactical in how they're going around the church, checking every door. That represents to me somebody who works.
All right. Hopefully I don't pop these off. All
You work office building or whatever you work.
right.
And one of your jobs is every so often you're supposed to walk around the building and check things out, make sure everything is, okay, that there's nothing broken into, nobody else.
Maybe we'll add some of those pink balls to the pinky at the end, but I can't believe I did that.
And let me tell you, there's a lot of police who want to be
All right.
security.
Wrap
Security,
time. Let's do the wrap.
they're the number one job for serial killers. People
Hi,
think
Janet.
it's true, because they
You
just
can
know
snowboard year round. I kind of had a
they
feeling.
get an armed security job because they can't pass the psych test or they can't pass the whatever. test they
Janet,
have
I'm
to pass
doing my
to get the
BBB
reference.
for this week.
So a lot of guys.
That's what it's looking like so
just
far.
in mall security, office
I'm gonna
security, just
prop
like
this
guards,
wrap on a
not
gel
guard,
base
just
nail,
guard. And because there's
so I don't have to
many
dip it.
businesses, malls, office buildings, parking garages. Oh my God, there's so many places that need security. If you breathe, it's your job. You breathe, it's your job. And now, doesn't mean you can't have an illegal weapon with you when you're running around playing I want a cop wannabe thing here.
Okay.
You can
Drop
have a
that
gun.
in there.
Nobody can
We
stop
got
you
some
from
gel
doing that.
base.
Well, they can, but you can buy it illegally. And so
I do have peel base on this nail, so
this particular person to me is security.
when the time comes to take
Now, and why do I think
the
it's
wrap
there?
off,
Do I think
should
this-
come off
and
easily.
By the way, I'm going to get this point right now. I think this is a dude. I'm sorry. There's very few-
I might have to go to the bathroom and pee. I did tell you guys I'm on my third cup of coffee today.
Security and burglary.
That Keurig makes it so easy.
I want to be cop thing. That's pretty rare. I'm not saying it couldn't be true. I'm just saying probably isn't. I'm going to go with a dude who's in security. Maybe rides a motorcycle.
And
Can't prove
every
himself.
time I've had to go to the bathroom, it's like the closer I get to the bathroom, the more I have to go.
Well, there's two
That
possibilities.
sometimes I barely make it. Like, I think I'm gonna have to start wearing Depends or something. And then I don't want to.
Brought in some money to the church. You might have thought there was cash. There was a lot of
All right, let's see if that was enough time.
Well, he may not have
Looks
found
good.
anything, or he may have been interrupted when Missy came in. He's like, "Oh crap," and suddenly there's a woman there, and he assaults her, and then he's got to get the heck out of there. Doesn't have time to finish the job, or he just didn't find anything, or people don't talk about this. He's not. He carries like a white box at some point. I don't know what that was, and we don't see it with him.
I'm gonna go do pee while this sits and hopefully warms up to my
I'm
nail.
sorry, but I'm
Okay.
gonna take stuff and do this. You know,
I'm not gonna be able to wash my hands though. I'm only gonna be able to rinse one.
Find whatever he finds and put in it.
And this thing keeps tipping. All right, there we go.
Some of these guys who are this
Be right
kind of
back.
guy who kind of cop wannabes and maybe they want to do burglaries. They might burgle a place just for the amusement of it. Let me get the feel of it. Let me walk through and see what I can come up with. Maybe I'll come up with something. If I don't, I'll find another place. You know, maybe. This would be a psychopath, and psychopaths often just like to amuse themselves. This might be an amusement, and arriving at the time he did, which what was it, 3:50 in the morning? He probably thought nobody was going to show up there. I mean, for God's sakes, it's 3:50 on Monday morning. Who the heck is going to come out there? I mean, I wouldn't think so if I were wanting to burgle a place. I'm going to roll around back. I'll smash a window and I'll walk in. I'll just wander around, very confidently and calmly walking around as if
Okay,
not worried about a thing.
I'm back.
Because he never thought anybody would show
Oh,
up.
I swear, the feeling you get when you drink coffee and you have to go pee is just as bad as the feeling you get when you drink an alcohol and you gotta pee and you'll like do anything, you know. Okay, so I'm gonna start by trimming all that excess paper. We want a little overhang, but not a ton. Or at least that's how I prefer to do mine.
And people say, "Oh my God, that's him." I don't believe so. For a minute, I don't see what. I don't see any real connection to it. But hey, the police have to check it out.
I'm gonna trim up the corners.
But here he is. He's wandering around this building, and suddenly, because he's not near the front entrance, so I don't believe anybody was coming in. And all of a sudden.
So you can see during that time when I was gone and everything that the wrap has started to mold to the shape of my nail. So now for the rest of it, I'm going to use acetone and a small brush and go around and just clean up the edges. That's my favorite way to do it. Usually I pour the acetone into a little container, but I think I'm just gonna stick my brush in there. I like to start up at the cuticle and just go really slow because it eats away the decal, and if it eats too much, well, if it eats too much, you know, it's not gonna work. You'll have to redo the whole decal.
This will be Bobby Wayne Henry, only one I'll mention just because he deserves to be mentioned. He was a licensed security guard. He was an ex-cop, a licensed security guard, and he was suspended from the police force in 1996.
Little extra up here.
Sexual assault allegation. He was later arrested on unrelated charges to both the sexual assault and Mrs. Taste. He wasn't arrested for this case, but they were like, dude's weird. And he apparently also ended up being security at her funeral, which is just freaky. It's all good up. So,
there we
go. He is free now. Okay. But he's the kind of guy I'd be looking at. Security guard. Casing the joint. Looking at all the... He acts like a security guard. I can't get past that. And so...
It's a little difficult, I think, with stiletto nails, right?
Missy Beavers was targeted.
Oh, it ripped.
I know people want to believe that. They have people they don't like, that they think this person's creepy.
I think I fixed it, though.
This woman's creepy. I'm sure they hated Missy and wanted to get her. I see no evidence of that at all. I see this as somebody was already there and Missy came upon the scene. And I can't get away from that. I'm fairly confident of that. I could be wrong. I'm not going to say, I can't be proven wrong. But I don't see any logic in a person coming that early or wandering around a building nowhere near. If the person was near the entrance looking out, if the person was just hiding in there, I'd say,
let me go back on this because this is so not what it's supposed to wonder. I'm gonna see beavers. No. Come on. No. I don't see it anymore now. The one thing I wanted to watch. Small town. I'll just throw that on.
It says you can't go for gold.
Alright, we're almost done here.
Get the brands you want, the prices you want, whenever you want.
And then once you get this down, you if there's a little extra decal up in the cuticle or whatever, there's a couple options. You could go gently with the file. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that though, because sometimes the file can rip the decal.
It was a mild and muddy afternoon in the winter of 2009 in Coldwater, Michigan. An elementary school teacher,
Okay,
wife,
there we
and
go.
mother is found shot to death in the bathroom of her family's farmhouse. The house has been ransacked. There are items missing. Her husband, who returned home to find her, is inconsolable. The detectives believe that the scene contained a series of red flags. The victim found in the shower
ripped
finds
it,
the
you
bathtub is
guys.
dry.
I gotta
An
redo
intruder
it.
in
It's
pink
ripped.
appears to have broken in, but there is no mud from outside anywhere on the floor. The husband had an airtight alibi. Unless, of course, he had committed the crime covertly hours earlier before even leaving the house. Hi everyone, I'm Kevin. And
Now,
this
plus I
is
think
Just
my
Not
peel
Lens.
base is
The case
cool.
we're looking at today is one built on speculation. Certain evidence at the crime scene points
I don't
in
know,
one
it's still
direction.
sticky.
Statements from witnesses suggest another.
I'm gonna try it
And
again
then there are the avenues
without
of
redoing
inquiry
anything.
that have never been properly examined.
Let's see.
Let's take a look.
Barely.
Thomas Foley was born in Coldwater, Michigan, but spent the early years
Ooh,
of
let's
his
drop
life
that
living
in there.
Virginia.
What you guys
His father,
saying?
Steve,
Oh
was
my
in
god, it
the
was
US
96 there
It
yesterday.
was Coldwater, where his
The weather
grandparents
here,
lived.
I mean, like
Tom
even
thought of
yesterday
as
it was
his home.
only in the low
After his parents
60s.
divorced, Tom moved back to the small town and attended
It
high school
rained,
there,
but then it
where he
actually
became
cleared
known as
up
a bit of a small
a
town
little
hero.
bit, like in the afternoon. So Dominic and I were able to go outside and
His
play some
school's regional
basketball.
basketball championship.
And then I asked him if he wanted to go for a walk. He's like, yeah, let's go get a drink first. So we go in the house, and then we never left again. Oh, Janet. Yeah, you're in a dry, hot climate.
Either the shortened Dar or Dee Dee had, by all accounts, a very strong
Well,
personality.
Brenda, so you.
Advocate for anyone in need, particularly.
I don't think you're as dry as like
A few years into their
Janet
marriage,
is, though. You
Dar
know,
gave birth to their only child, a son named Heath.
not really.
The couple had decided early on that
I'm just gonna pour a
one
little.
of them would stay home full time, at least in the early years. As fate would have it, Tom took on that role. Dar had a well-paying position as a
Here we go.
second-grade teacher. The couple were able to purchase a large farmhouse located on the outskirts of town. The property needed some work, but Tom was fixing things up. He was also staying at home as a full-time dad.
Now I don't have to worry about spilling the whole bottle, at least, right?
Saturday, February
This
7th,
should be done now.
2009, was Heath Foley's 10th birthday.
Yes.
His parents had a party planned for him later that day.
Right
In the
off.
morning, his father took him to a basketball game in nearby Marshall. And in the afternoon, he played at the farm with his best friend, a boy named Skylar. Tom left in his pickup truck to take both boys to the party at another friend's house in nearby Union City. It was about a 20-minute drive. They left at around 3:15 that
Alright, let's
afternoon.
trim some
Dar was
excess.
left behind to take
I'm
a
gonna try and
shower.
do this as
She
quick
was
as
meant
I
to pick up
can.
3 other children at their homes and arrive just before 5. But Dar never arrived at the party.
Okay.
By 4:50, Tom was already expressing deep concern. It was extremely unlike his wife to be late. Tom called the home of the first boy that Dar was meant to collect. Then he phones the home of the second
Alright,
friend,
let's
and
try and
finally,
clean this
the
up a
third.
little bit.
No, he is told. Dar had not turned up yet. Curiously, the one place that Tom did not call was his own house to see if Darlene would pick up. She didn't have a cell phone. By 5:30, Tom arrived back at the farmhouse to check on her. There, he made a horrific discovery.
Come on. See if I can get this to fold down the way I want it.
When law enforcement arrived at the house, one of the first observations they made was that the bathtub was dry. It did not appear to any of the officers that the shower had been running in the minutes before their
All
arrival.
right.
Detective
You guys
James
know I'm
Corbin was put in
always
charge of
quiet when I'm
investigation. The
concentrating.
detective observed that the door leading to the back porch had a broken window caused by a now broken beer bottle, pile of bottles next to the porch. The house had been ostensibly broken into. Sections of the home had been ransacked.
Okay, and
The
you
desk
see
that
me
Tom
going in and
observed
just
in the
patting
living
it
room
every
was
so
missing some
often
important
just to make
financial
sure it's still
records
flat.
alongside credit information. Some credit cards had also been taken. These would eventually be located later at a gas station elsewhere in Branch County.
Oh,
From
I
the
almost keep
bathroom,
sticking it
prescription
in
drugs
my
had
brush
been
in
taken from the
water,
medicine cabinet.
but I caught myself every
Video game system,
time.
a PlayStation 3 was also missing, and jewelry from the upstairs bedroom was unaccounted for.
Okay.
There were multiple high-value items that remained, including a large screen television and other electronics. The scene was not adding up for Detective Corbin. Why kill the homeowner but leave so many valuable items
Okay.
behind? His assessment of the scene was that Darlene was likely attacked by someone who knew her. There were no defensive wounds on her hands, so it is likely she never saw the weapon until the very last second. She was taken by surprise. The damage that the killer had done suggested either a personal motive or an outright execution. Detective Corbin didn't believe that thieves would carry around a bulky shotgun as their weapon of choice. Most thieves choose smaller weapons, maybe knives, that will not inhibit their ability to carry stolen items. Nor was it sensible, thought the detective, for thieves to murder
Alright,
the
almost done.
homeowner
I just gotta
when
get
they are
up
in
here
the
at the
shower,
cubicle.
and therefore likely unaware that anyone else was even in the house. Outside, the winter weather in early February had turned unseasonably warm. The snow on the ground had melted, turning the grounds of the Foley's farm into slush and mud. Despite the recent weather, responding officers did not notice messy floors inside the home. There was no mud or any other indication of the flooring having been cleaned up. They did not identify any footprints
Whoops,
formed in
into
the
the
mud
water. I
outside
did put it
either.
that time.
There was a circumstantial case
Alright,
suggesting
let's
that whoever
get that
had killed Darlene
closed
Foley had
in.
already been inside the house. The break-in could have been staged. This theory, however, did not account for how the missing items had left the property. Already at this early stage, suspicions were directed towards Tom Foley.
Okay.
He was taken into the police station straight from the house in question. It had only been a few hours since he found
I have
his
a
wife
little
dead
bit
in the
of
bathtub.
She's in the
wrinkle in there. Let's see if a stamper will smooth it.
It's all right. Take your time.
It's not bad.
If you get rid of the whole box and clean this back for 2 minutes.
Heath and Skylar were playing the PlayStation in the living room around 2:30 p.m. that day, when Tom instructed them to go play outside or in the barn while he prepared to leave for the party. The boys were out in the back near one of the barns when they heard a loud sound coming from near to the house. Skylar noted that the noise came from the back porch next to the bathroom window.
Alright, let
Notably, he
me
described
top coat
the sound
this
as glass breaking.
so I don't mess it up.
Outside running across the barns, there's like big cracks, like made in the house.
What is it?
It sounded like breaking like things just
It was a loud sound.
Based on these initial recollections, Detective Corbin
Candy, you
believed
have
that the
such
boys had
gorgeous
been
scenery where you
or
live,
near
though.
witnesses
Must be
to the crime.
beautiful.
They may not have known it, but the loud
Plus
noise
tons
that
of
they heard
places to go
must have been the
hiking.
sound of the shotgun.
Just don't get
Detectives
attacked
did the
by a
scenario
mountain
that
lion.
Tom was positive. The murder had been personal. They did not find mud or footprints indicating that anyone from outside the house had entered. The burglary had been staged. That Tom Foley had an alibi for the whole of that afternoon meant that he must have shot his wife before he even left the house.
Okay. Hear that? Oh, you guys should see how bad my fingers are under my tips.
That's all right. That's all right. So after you grab her, you then wheel around and call that.
Shut up.
Did you hear anybody else in the house? Did you hear anything else going on? No.
A small stain of Darlene's blood was found on Tom's shirt. According to a forensic expert, the stain was not from blood spatter, but from contact with blood. Darlene had been shot at short range, with the gun about 6 inches from her
This
head.
e-liquid is really good.
However, no
It's
gunpowder,
French
blood spatter,
dude,
or other physical evidence was
French
found on
toast
Tom
lemon
Foley or
tart
his shirt.
flavor. It's good.
His pants, however, were not taken by law enforcement or tested. Both Heath and Skylar told
Yeah,
investigators
I'm the
that
same
Tom
way.
was
The
wearing
heat gets
same
me more. When I
underwear
was
throughout
growing
the
up,
entire day.
we didn't even have air
Most
conditioners in
importantly,
most
they did
cars,
notice
you
him
know?
cleaning up or change his clothing between the
So you
time
just
he
rode
left
with the
boys in
windows
farm
down.
and
Gosh, we
when
didn't
they
even wear
left.
seatbelts as kids.
Had he shot his wife before even leaving the house, as the police now believe, he managed
When
to
my
do
mother
so
had
without
me,
getting a hint of evidence
seatbelts
on
weren't
his
even a
shirt
thing. They
or
didn't even
person.
exist.
In the days that followed, there would be more
I have
discoveries
not
made
act.
of the
Oh my
Foley
god,
house.
did I even
A
activate
single
my
birch
nails, you
club
guys? Or
found on the ground outside of the broken
did I?
door used by the
And I didn't
detective
press
was
down?
collected for forensic testing.
Did I activate you
Tom
guys?
Foley told the police that it was not his glove.
I don't
and it had
remember
not
if
been
I
on the
did.
ground outside the door when he left with the boys that afternoon. DNA testing on the glove
Give me a
returned the
file.
presence of
I need
two
to
unknown
check.
individuals, a male and a female. The DNA did not match Tom, Darlene, or
I'm gonna try again.
Foley.
I don't remember. Yeah, no seatbelts. Yeah, I don't remember doing it.
They just know their way around a good deal. That's why
This is a problem. I didn't even activate and I went through all this stuff on. I guess I wasn't thinking through the process.
Simply by touch and know what makes bone china different from porcelain. But most importantly, they know that that bag is amazing, so we'll check them all for the right price.
Press these down.
We get the deals, you get the good stuff. Marshalls.
Perhaps the most significant discovery came a day following
This
the
is a
murder.
cute glitter.
After 12 hours of searching inside the home, utilizing a police dog trained in detecting weapons. It was a plastic bag located on the floor near to the center of the basement. The bag contained 3 shotgun shells. Although there were no fingerprints on the shells, the
Alright.
print of Tom Foley's right index finger was found on the
Guys, I
inside
gotta
of the
file
bag.
all that down and I
Tom
only
insisted
put them
that he
on
had
with
never
peel
owned
base.
or
So is this
even used
even?
a shotgun. He had
I
no
only put
idea
them on
where
with,
the shells
I mean,
came
with
from.
dip
He was
base.
asked
So
about the
I
bag
hope.
17 days after the murder in a second interview. To this point, Tom had not been asked if he had an
I hope I
explanation
can
for the
file
loud
them down.
noise that both boys heard from the barn that afternoon. He would not be presented.
I
with
already
facts
like the Manny.
Stairs in the basement. Okay.
Just took Benadryl,
And
but
some shotgun
so
shells.
itchy.
Okay. You've never seen it before?
Underneath here is really bad. There's like,
When I say down in the basement, I'm talking.
what is that?
The Michigan basement.
From the rat?
All right.
It's got to be from the rat.
There was a Dunham bag. It had 3 shotgun shells.
Some alcohol. See if I can clean it.
And I know when I tried it before, you said that nobody was a hunter or anything like
No,
that.
they're not.
You never saw the shells.
No,
Okay. Never saw the bag down there.
no.
Whatever. Whatevs.
You found those down in that basement.
Okay. I mean, I'll go down there, but it's usually just to get because we got a freezer down there.
I remember going as a kid with my grandparents, me and my sister, to this drive-through
Definitively to the murder weapon. because the shotgun, like
drive
so
through
many other things
safari in New Jersey, and
as the weeks went by,
we had to keep the windows up because of the animals, because they come right up to your car, and they both smoked, my grandparents, so the windows were up. It's like 95 degrees out, and they're both puffing on cigarettes, you know. I'm surprised we even saw what animals were out there.
a shotgun that had been stolen from him several months earlier, but he had failed to report it missing. He told police that he did not report it because he believed that either a friend or a family member had taken it from him. They had found a link to the likely murder weapon.
All right, let's see now.
On March 6th,
If I can just shave
Tom
the
Foley was arrested and charged with murder.
poor
and
thing, can't
illegal
even
use
be
of a
buffed.
I'm very happy about the case. We would have charged him if we weren't happy about the case that we have.
He stood trial later that year. Detective Carbon testified that police believed Tom killed his wife, took the boys to the party, then returned home and ransacked parts of the house himself. When eventually asked about the loud bang thought to have been the fatal gunshot blast, Tom had explained that he had been carrying a glass pane from one of the barns into the house. He had been slowly repairing these, and they were delicate. On that occasion, he had dropped the window pane,
File
causing the glass
cuticle
to shatter,
area.
and had
Make sure
wooden
there's no
frame
black
in
up at the
porch,
top that
causing
doesn't
a loud bang.
belong there.
Tom stated that he
There is a
returned
little,
the
but
barn
I'm going to
to
use a
check
nail
out
file
what
to get rid
happened.
of that.
He told his son that it was glass from the window. Then he cleaned it up. As time went on, Heath's recollection changed. In later interviews, Heath also suggested the noise could have been a gunshot.
This is done. I'm just making sure.
At trial, both boys testified to the sound they heard.
Get the free edges taken care of.
And my ears hurt because I have like really sensitive ears. Yeah, like
This nail too.
kind of makes me ring inside, and that's what kind of happened with my ears.
And this RIP thing, look how
After
thick
speaking
it
with
is, you
weapons,
guys.
police had come
So
to
we got some
believe
work
that
to
there
do
had
on
been
that.
trouble in the Foley marriage. Tom, unemployed and unhappy, was poised to gain $280,000 in life insurance should his wife pass away. In addition, they uncovered two women who had romantic encounters with Tom. The first was a teacher in Union City, where Dar had also taught. She said that Tom had admitted to having romantic feelings for her and was unhappy in his marriage. She had rejected him. The second was a family friend, a woman who had visited with Tom only 2 weeks after Darlene was killed to offer her condolences. That encounter had led to an embrace, one that abruptly ended.
And it was stopped.
Who tried? Who stopped?
He tried and both stopped.
The second encounter was
These nails need a little bit of work.
and the testimony
Chunky
was never
glitter.
introduced to the jury. The prosecution maintained that Tom's behavior to other women was representative of his true feelings and the real state of the marriage. It formed part of his motive to be rid of his wife. The defense argued that this was nonsense. Tom's feelings for the teacher had been a brief dalliance 3 years prior to the murder. Tom subsequently told his wife about it. The two sought counseling and worked through it. Not every marriage that hits a bump in the road leads to murder, they argued. But the jury believed that the prosecution's theory was sound.
Anybody got
They had
any
irrefutable
plans today?
Shotgun shells with a connected fingerprint. Circumstantial evidence
Friday,
found
I'm
evidence
doing
and
Francesca's nails,
on
and we're
November
going walking in the morning, so there'll probably be no live Friday.
convicted of murder and use of a weapon to commit a
Her house, she's out in the woods, and she just gets like no signal. So one time I brought all my stuff over to go live. I was gonna do her nails on the live, but
in prison.
there was no signal, so I'm not gonna bother
There
trying
were new
again.
developments in the case. In fact, these were emerging even as the trial was underway.
Plus, I have
Transactions
tons to
amounting
talk to her
approximately
about.
$4,200 were made on a credit card that had been set up using the information stolen from the Foley farmhouse. A person or persons in Brooklyn, New York, had been using the stolen paperwork long after Tom Foley had been placed in police custody. A private investigator tracked the online usage of the card to an address in Michigan, where he found an unhelpful woman who claimed her boyfriend must have sold the data.
Okay, that looks good.
She said she knew nothing more about it. At this point, police already had their murderer in custody and indicted. There
Smooth
was
this
no
baby.
follow-up performed on these leads by Detective Carbon or his colleagues. One day after the verdict was reached, Tom's defense team was contacted by a neighbor of Tom Foley's named Jeanette Moore. Jeanette told them that at 4:45 p.m. on the day of the murder, she saw an older model white car drive. The driver, she said, was 18 to 20 years old. She provided a description that was rendered into a sketch. The man she saw looked nothing like Tom Foley. Within a week of the verdict, Tom's lawyers had filed a motion for a new trial based on this new evidence.
She said, Mom, there was a lady murdered there. And I said, what? I said, my God, maybe that, whoever that I seen is one that did it.
If you thought at that point they didn't have the right person charged, why didn't you come forward?
I was afraid.
Jeanette explained that she had also been struggling with health issues, which negatively impacted her and further exacerbated her anxieties. After Jeanette came forward, the new evidence suggesting persons other than Tom Foley had committed the murder
Almost
snowballed.
done with this
Another
part
set of
anyway.
witnesses
Then we gotta
added to
file
Jeanette's recollection.
the other now.
A married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Brunel, saw a white sedan leaving the Foley driveway at 4 p.m. Then a third witness recounted that at about 3:30, he saw a dark, possibly black-colored SUV parked near the barn. He knew the vehicle was not owned by the Foley family. Tom Foley was granted a new trial, which began in July 2011. The Michigan Court of Appeals had ruled that given the new witness testimony, a second jury was likely to acquit Tom Foley of the charges. But that outcome was still far from a foregone conclusion. Perhaps the most damning testimony at the second trial, yet again, came from the boys, Heath and Skylar.
Is it time to ask your doctor about Entyvio?
Over the 2 years that his father spent in prison leading up to his second trial, Heath had been in the care of his mother's family. The Webbers, quite rightly, wanted justice for Darlene. How much this desire for justice aimed at Tom impacted Heath's recollections or Skylar's subsequent interpretation of the noise they heard cannot be certain.
Next.
But when it came to testify yet again, both boys.
I'm just gonna skip the whole buffing process. I'm gonna pull out the e-file and use either a sanding band or a barrel bit. Maybe we'll try the barrel bit.
The area outside of the porch for glass shards in order to verify or disprove Tom's story. At that time, they found nothing. Yet a photo of the area taken by their own team said differently. When reviewing the evidence after the first trial,
So I'm using a narrow barrel bit here.
Glass in a police photo taken during the investigation. They found it near the porch and the exact location where Tom
Right now it's on 11. We'll see how this works.
They called this discovery their Perry Mason photo. However, testimony from another member of the Weber family rendered this discovery.
As you can see, I am not good with the knee.
Amber Weber, Darren's niece and one of Brian's daughters, had been very close to her aunt. She recounted how
I'm just gonna file it down. Pretty much this one. The bats are so thin. I'll file those down a little too, but
however, Amber's testimony was based on unverifiable statements from Darlene. The judge determined that the statements were hearsay and deemed inadmissible. In addition to the new found glass shard, the defense pulled their new lineup of witnesses, beginning with Jeanette Moore to the stand.
As I approached this white car from Grace out forward, and if I had to brake, I would have hit
It's getting nice and thin up at the top.
He had real black hair, and his face was real white, and he was punching the wheel just like this, and I thought, he's crazy, he's gonna kill somebody.
Focus on the bottom here a little bit.
Black Ford SUV crossover vehicle. It could have been a white car, green car. Yeah. It was just a white colored car.
The prosecution's case had been frustrated by a few of the judge's rulings. They had been unable to introduce the woman who Tom had kissed and embraced so soon after his wife's death. They had been unable to put Amber on the stand to counter the broken glass pane evidence. They had also been unable to account for why so many witnesses saw strange vehicles at the Foley farm that afternoon.
Okay.
He became so focused in relation to Tom Foley that whenever there was an effort to follow up a
So look how low it's already come down, you know.
Who planned this murder months in advance? Tom Foley. Who stood to gain from Dee Dee's death? Tom Foley.
An early lice Friday.
Appellate judges were proven
I'm
correct.
guessing you're talking about an early live and not lice.
After 2 years in prison, he was released and given back custody of his son.
considered a lot of other things that I thought the first jury should have given more importance to, and that was the timeline.
Thinning down these bats here.
In the years since Tom's release, there have been several theories posited that attempt to explain what really happened to Darlene Foley. One theory, which has been proposed in a book written by a local family friend with the input and support of Tom Foley himself, has suggested a link to Darlene's younger brother, Brian. To be clear, neither the author nor Tom points the finger directly at Dar's brother. The author determines that he has neither the temperament nor capabilities to
Look
hurt
at the
his sister.
bottom of it.
The spotlight was placed on him due to his past affiliations. Brian was known to drink heavily and was addicted to methamphetamine. In subsequent years, he has gotten clean, but he had been arrested for these activities prior to Darlene's murder. When questioned by police about his shotgun, Brian first stated, "I think one of my friends may have taken my gun." This statement then became, "I think someone I knew took the gun, a friend or family member." In the weeks before her murder, Dar told Tom that she wanted to speak with her mother about Brian's behavior in front of her three nieces. She is very close to and protective of the girls. On Tom's advice, she stayed quiet. At that time, they only knew about his drinking, which was not a serious threat. However, in the days before her death, Darlene discovered something far more concerning. Brian had, reportedly, been making meth in his home. According to reporting from years later, Brian had set up multiple labs.
All right, let's see.
After discovering this, Dar no longer wanted to speak with her mother. Tom believed that instead, she aimed to go straight to the police with this new
I think I kind of messed up on my
If
bat.
this was the case, word of her knowledge
My pink
could
bat.
have reached the individuals dependent upon Brian's meth labs.
I think I
Was
filed it too
possible
much.
that one or a
bat
handful
on the
of these
top.
individuals took it upon themselves to
Wonder if
break
I
into the
can-
Foley farmhouse and silence Dar before she had the chance to speak
Oh,
with
well.
police.
Ew, well.
What has been named the meth mob plan is not the only theory floating around in print or online. Darlene's advocacy for her students led her to testify against potentially abusive parents in court on more than one occasion. One of these instances resulted in her taking out a restraining order against an accused father. Could this have become a motive for
Ooh,
murder?
that does sound
What is
pretty.
certain is that the investigation failed to explore leads that were unconnected to Tom Foley. Lead
That sounds
prosecutor
super
Terry
pretty,
Norris has
Brandis.
stated that after Tom's release, but failed to get a conviction. For county officials,
Guys, I think I gotta get this.
In June 2017, Tom filed a lawsuit under the 2016
Pink bat off. It
Wrongful
doesn't look like a
Imprisonment
bat.
Compensation Act. The act provides $50,000 a year to wrongfully convicted individuals. However, the lawsuit was a year. Tom Foley has spent years mending his relationship with his son, Heath. He now has a second child with his
See if
new
I
wife,
can make a,
who happens to hold a degree
just put
in
another one
criminal
on or
justice.
something.
Tom continues to reside in Michigan.
If I can
And
find a
that was the
thin bat.
tragic and mysterious case of Thomas and Darlene Foley. Thanks for watching. I'm Kevin. This is Just Thought
Yeah.
Lounge,
All right,
and I'll see you
let's
in the
see.
next one.
Tweezers.
Who says you can't get everything you want? Like
Tweezers.
going for gold without going broke. And staying true to your taste while staying on budget. Who says rising costs means lowering the bar? Settle it. No need. Get the brands you want, the prices you want,
Okay.
whenever you want. TJ Maxx, where you can always afford to be you to the max.
All right, and then do I want to add any of these beads?
Hey, True Crime
I think I
Besties,
kind of
welcome
do.
back to an all-new episode of Seriously.
But you know what? Dip base is not going to hold these, I don't think.
Hey everybody, welcome back to an all-new episode of Seriously. It's me, Annie, your true crime BFF. And we are going to go over a deep dive of a case today.
No, it's not going to stay. Okay, gone.
Right into everything. Today's case, there are a lot of different theories out there. There's a little bit of conspiracy. There's a ton of different theories.
All
so,
right.
as always, I just want to encourage you
Black
to
bat.
do your own research, form your own opinions. I'm not going to be talking a whole bunch about
Stuff all over me.
conspiracy
I'm a
in
mess.
this video because I just want to keep it more
Shocker.
relaxed with the court documents, some of my opinion. But as you
All right,
know,
I don't even think I'm going to file this one down anymore. Everything else is low.
get knee deep in this. And then, of course, once new revelations come out,
Gonna leave it.
details, I will circle back with you and do a part 2 on this to give you the updates. But I just want to kind of be upfront with you guys. This is a wild one. It's twisty and turny, and there are a lot of theories. So,
All right, so let's go in and activate all the nails except for the one with the
On a
decal.
snowy morning in
The wrap.
Boston, Massachusetts on January
Massachusetts?
2022, a very chilling mystery
Where in
was beginning to
Massachusetts?
unfold. John O'Keefe, a Boston police officer, was found unresponsive.
Oh, this is the case about John O'Keefe, the Boston police officer.
It quickly turned
His
into a
girlfriend's
public
charged with murdering him.
So, did somebody do this on purpose?
Like hit and run.
But who would ever want John dead? In the immediate aftermath, the relationship between John and his girlfriend Karen Reed became a central focus in this, and she was later arrested in connection to his death. But now, this case has taken a turn, fueled by some very damning allegations that Karen is actually
It's a cute Manny. Do you guys like it?
and
I still have the top
this
coat,
is part
but
of something far, far
I do
more
like it.
sinister. And there have been some wild twists, as I mentioned earlier, around every
I'll be
corner.
back. Run away.
Many people agree with everything that the prosecution alleges, and they believe that Karen is a cold-blooded killer. So, what's the truth here? What really happened? And why are there such strong opinions on both sides of it? I want to give one more disclaimer and reminder, guys.
Oh, I got some bat stickers
Are either
and
sourced from
faces.
documents or anything else that I put in there is my opinion only. So as always, please do your own research. And
I have some other
If the
Halloween stickers here too.
by January 2022,
These
as
ghosts.
alleged, it's not apparent from this snapshot in time. Prosecutors allege that after arguing with
Bones.
Reed dropped him off at a fellow officer's Canton Hub, then backed into him with her SUV and left him unconscious in a blizzard.
during a night of heavy drinking.
I've never
I'm just gonna leave it. I don't want to add anything else to it, but
Can we
I cannot wait to use these. All right, I'm gonna top coat. I'm not even gonna wipe off. I think it's been long enough. I don't need to. I'm gonna go right over these gems.
Karen Reed is a 42-year-old finance professor from Mansfield, Massachusetts. Karen started dating John O'Keefe, a Boston police officer, in 2019. They had actually first dated in their 20s before reconnecting later on. And according to Karen, John had reached out to her through Facebook and said something like, "Hey, blast from the past. How are things going? How is everything?" And when she saw that his profile picture had young children in it, she remembered that his sister and his sister's husband had passed away. So John told Karen, "Yeah, I have the kids now." Now, Karen really admired this quality about John and thought that it was just so amazing that he was now raising his niece and nephew as if they were his own children. So after that conversation on Facebook, they eventually met up and started dating. Karen has a
There we
home
go.
in Mansfield.
Just being
So
careful
when she
going
was
around all
in
the
Syria,
female
her
pieces on the
coach
nail.
always stayed at his house. So it was kind of like they did live together.
Get over it. Karen Reed's parents say she and John O'Keefe became serious in 2019, right before the pandemic.
They just seem to be in a happy place, you know.
And spending
Okay, this is what they're looking like.
vacations together, going out together.
On January 28th, 2022, it was supposed to be a normal Friday night. John and Karen planned to go to some local bars, have some drinks, then meet up with some of John's friends.
I like this Manny. I think it's cute.
Boston police officers. And that's when the events in this case began to unfold. But before we get into all that, we are going to take a quick ad break because, as you know, sponsors are essential to the podcast and help make the video version of the podcast available on YouTube for free. So let's hear from today's first sponsor. So let me talk to you about the first sponsor of today, Nuts.com. Anytime I'm at home watching TV,
Nuts.com.
I just love to snack. It's peaceful, it's my me time, and I'm always looking for the perfect snack that is like bite-sized, just good. You know what I mean? Just like perfect thing to eat while you're watching something. And I found my new absolute snack hub at Nuts.com. There is so much variety on their website. They're salty, they're sweet, there's gummy bears, there's so much different stuff. It's not just nuts. And personally, I love all of the different trail mix options because I like mixing
Nuts.com. So it's not just nuts. They got all kinds of stuff. Salty, sweet,
nuts, dried fruit,
sugar-free.
pantry staples like specialty flours, and so much more. Their wide selection means there is something there for everyone. At Nuts.com, quality is also a top priority, so they roast their nuts and pop their corn the same day.
Yeah, 1 pound bag of roasted nuts was like $40.
Fresh. Satisfaction is guaranteed. Right now, Nuts.com is offering new customers a free gift with purchase and
That's
free
nuts.
shipping on orders
Get
over
it?
$49 or more. All you have to do is go to nuts.com/AE. So go check out all of the delicious options at nuts.com/AE.
You like it, Patty?
Free gift and free shipping when you spend
Thank
$49
you.
or more.
I'll wait for these to dry.
Nuts.com/AE. Okay, so let me circle back to painting the picture of that evening. Do you remember the massive snowstorm that hit most of the U.S., but especially parts
Kind of messy, the top coat on my pinky, you guys. Even though, I mean, I just went over the gems, you know. Kind of messy.
And here along the coastline, just south of Boston, we had incredible waves that were banging up against this newly reinforced seawall and up and over this road and these homes, which in single-digit temperatures, look at this, completely entombed, encased in ice. And it's just a surreal scene here, storm after storm, single-digit temperatures here again. But looking at this, just a surreal scene that highlights just how explosive and historic this storm was.
All right, we are all dry.
The Northeast digging out after that vicious nor'easter slammed the region. Massachusetts bearing the brunt of the storm. The blizzard dumping more than 30 inches of snow.
I'm going to use my Meditate Cuticle Oil since I've been such a good girl doing my yoga.
White out. We couldn't see 5 feet in front of you.
History made in Boston. The city tying its record.
This smell reminds me of
at 23.6 inches.
when I do yoga. because yoga is focused on, you know, deep breathing and stuff. And I always close my eyes when I'm doing it. So to me, yoga is a form of meditation. And then on my other hand is the Manny we did on yesterday's live, the Garbage Pail Kids Manny. I'm going to post this after this live is over, just because I had a Manny post, a Dipnotic post to post, plus I posted that mental health awareness collab. And if anybody takes the time to read it, it talks a little, share a little bit about my story and my struggles with mental health, you know. So feel free to check that out.
John was rushed to the Good Samaritan Medical Center in
I think we should go with pink, the hot pink, right?
Hours later, John O'Keefe was declared dead. So let's talk about John for just a minute here, because John was a 16-year veteran of the Boston Police Department.
Yeah, definitely.
Dedication, not just to his work, but also to his family.
And he's like a ghost ring or a skull and crossbones ring or something like that.
He was only 46 years old when he died. His tragic death left not only his family, but many people in the community just shocked and completely devastated. And more than that, the night before, he was with Karen, and they had met up.
Okay, finished Manny, guys. What do you think? This is the Cosmic Nails BBB dropping this Friday, September 29th at 7 p.m. It's the dip and wrap combo plus while supplies last. You get a bag of polymer clay pieces. And this whole BBB is only $8. And then you can use my code Tara10 on top of that. So it's a steal. I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you everyone for being here. Kendra, Patty, Brandis, Michelle, Janet, Tara, Mallory, all my besties. I love you all. You guys all are my besties. So I don't know what I'd do without you guys. And that's why I felt comfortable enough, because you guys, that I feel comfortable enough putting out there some of my story. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have done that a year ago or 2 years ago or anything. You know? So thank you very much for being who you are, all of you. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.
She said that there were several people in the group at the bar and later on at the home on 34 Fairview. Now, Jennifer